Hello everyone, welcome to Free Range Diva. Thank you so much for stopping by today. This is going to be a quick video. I just wanted to give you a little information for you to think about as we're going forward into what could be a little bit of a challenging economy. There's a lot of videos out there about shortages are coming, and they list things that you should stock up on now. And from what I understand, it's not something that we are going to see this month. Maybe we'll start to see next month. Also, this video is not designed to send you running off to the store in a fit of panic buying. I just want to point out a few things that might be helpful to keep in mind over the coming months. And if these things I mention are something that you do not want to run out of, it's a good idea to just have these things on hand. So let's jump into it. From what I understand, last quarter, the major retailers, the Walmarts, Target, Costco, Home Depot, they pre-ordered a larger amount of goods than what they actually needed, so that in the case of shortages this quarter, they would have plenty of backstock on hand to cover those shortages. You'll probably notice it in more smaller stores first. I thought a lot about what my experience was during COVID, the things that I ran out of that I wasn't expecting to run out of, and I tried to make a short list of items that I don't always see listed on those videos that are out right now talking about what you should be stocking up on. And so I wanted to throw a few things at you that I think you might want to think about, put it on your list, consider getting, especially if you see these things on sale, because if this time was anything like last time, I remember I was stuck without alcohol and without hydrogen peroxide and several other things that I just couldn't find anywhere. So anyway, let's just jump into this list. Prescription medications. If you can get those in advance enough to last you the next few months, that's a good thing. Talk to your doctor, talk to your pharmacy. I remember during COVID, my mother's pharmacist said, I went to pick up her regular prescription, and she said, I'm going to give you double your prescriptive amount because we're not sure if we're going to have it, if we're going to run out. So check with your pharmacist, check with your doctor, see if you can get at least 3 months, maybe 3-4 months of prescriptions ahead of time, and that way you'll have them. Don't forget about first aid supplies like alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, antibacterial ointments and sprays, Band-Aids, wound dressings, things like that, as well as over-the-counter medications, so ibuprofen, antihistamines, cold medication, just things that you want to make sure that you have on hand just in case you need them. Also, if you have medical devices that you use regularly that require batteries, get your batteries, get them now. If you find them on sale, get a few, because the last thing you want to do is have a low battery. And even just convenience things, like we get these camera batteries, 2032 battery size. They're used in things like smoke detectors, our heater and air conditioning console pad. We don't have air conditioning, but you know what I mean. Key fobs is another one for the car, and those I could not find anywhere during the pandemic. So those types of batteries, particularly, and also your remote. You might not want your remote to die on you. So yeah, if you have any kind of medical equipment that requires batteries, get those batteries sooner rather than later. A lot of discussion is being made about coffee. And if coffee for you is a necessity, then think about how you can store it. There are ways to freeze coffee. You have to vacuum seal them so there's no air or moisture that gets into the beans. You have to buy the beans, and then you can put them in a vacuum sealed packet and keep them in your freezer for several months. Yeah, there's a lot of advice from coffee aficionados about how to buy in bulk and then store it so that it will stay fresh and then you'll have it. Same thing with if you like chocolate, get the cocoa powder, because the parts of the world that produce coffee and cacao have been hit with climate change this past year. And so their supplies are going to be, have you noticed that coffee's been going up? That's why the crop was not as abundant as it normally is. So prices are going to go up, and eventually there will be shortages. You can count on that. Another thing, if you're a pet owner, pet food, pet meds, especially if your pet is on one of the specialty diet foods, get enough to last the next few months, at least until the fall, and get them now. Baby formula, remember that? Same thing. And underwear, believe it or not. Another thing that I can't find right now, I'm struggling to find, and that's pure vanilla extract. I do a lot of baking, and I go through it fairly quickly, so if you're like me, look for it now. I mean, like I said, I can find vanilla flavoring at the usual, where I usually order, but trying to get beans or paste or pure vanilla extract, the price is ouchy. It's high. Yeah. Also, certain spices are imported from all over the world. So cinnamon, nutmeg, turmeric, even black pepper. Another commodity that's going to be scarce, and of course this is not necessarily a need, but sugar is another one that has been impacted again by climate change. So the overall production of sugar is lower. You may have noticed prices going up. That's why. As far as things like food, just regular food, we do grow a lot of food in this country. I mean, I say that because I have the advantage of living in California. The entire middle of the state is agriculture. And so I don't anticipate that there's going to be a lot of basic food shortages. There may be things that, like rice, that you might want to stock up on. But I think in terms of we grow enough food in this state to feed like a third of the country and import all over the world. So locally, between California, some of the other agricultural states in the Midwest, hopefully we'll be growing more food crops instead of commodity crops, but our farmers are in trouble right now and they may not be able to do that. There probably are not going to be a lot of food shortages, but there may very well be an increase in food prices, even more than what we're seeing now. Because even eggs, that was bird flu. It wasn't, which you can attribute to climate change, but it wasn't a question of tariffs or panic buying or anything like that. It was just the hens were decimated by the bird flu. So anyway, that's my short list. If you have anything you want to add to this list, please let me know. Obviously, things are going to be specific for you in your area. If you noticed shortages during the pandemic, let us know in the comments. If you are seeing shortages already, let us know in the comments. I'm going to close with a story from this older gentleman who owns a local shop that specializes in Christmas decorations. And that's all that he sells. And his shop is beautiful on the inside because he's got like massive trees decorated and it's just a very beautiful, beautiful shop. Well, he said that he put in his order $600,000 for the coming Christmas season. And after he placed the order, he found out that he was going to have to write a check to U.S. Customs for $1.2 million. He doesn't have it. So he canceled his order. Yeah, that's what tariffs, because all the Christmas decorations are made in China. Side note, all of your 4th of July fireworks are made in China. This gentleman said that he didn't think his store would make it through the Christmas season. And that just breaks my heart. I said that to say that one of the things that we're going to have to do is look out for each other in our communities. and help each other out where we can. So with that, I'm going to let you go. And again, like I said, if you have anything you want to contribute to this discussion, put it in the comments below. Happy to read it. I will definitely keep a list of things that you're noticing that are disappearing, and maybe we can find other places to get them, because forewarned is forearmed. Anyway, that's going to do it for me today. If you found this information helpful in a little bit, then please give the video a thumbs up. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more from me and you haven't subscribed yet, then please consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a thing here at Free Range Diva. Okay, everybody, until I see you in my next video, I'm just going to wish you a wonderful day, wonderful week. Take good care of yourselves, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye.